Hey guys, and welcome to another Sands Group Nuggets video. My name is Stephanie. I am an actress as well as a casting director, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my personal top 3 no's when you are going for an audition. Right, so starting with number 1. The biggest no for me is having to audition an actor who is unprepared. Now, when I say unprepared, I mean in all factors, including arriving at an audition and requesting audition slides, or you having not printed your audition slides, because every casting director or every production works differently. So some places will have slides for you, but then don't make the mistake of having that expectation for the next audition that you might go to. Rather arrive with your own slides if it is that you want to go through it, or have it on your phone. With that as well, I think one of the things is arriving in an audition room and not knowing your slides. Asking the casting director for a few minutes to go over your slides, asking a casting director if the casting director can skip you and you would, let 2 people go before you because you're still learning your dialogue. That's a big no-no. You should always arrive at your audition completely prepared, knowing your dialogue and ready to audition. Okay? So being prepared is very important. Second to that, one of the biggest ones as well is time management. Arriving for an audition late is a big no-no. First of all, that is you not respecting the casting director's time as well as the other actors, because the way I work, for example, is I allocate agencies with time slots. So if you arrive late, and then it means that it throws off my entire schedule, and now I have to make a plan to fit you in, or the person that's supposed to now come in the time slot that you've now taken over has to wait for you. So it's also just not a good look on you. It upsets the casting director, it just kills the whole audition before you've even started. Okay, so make sure you're always on time. And also with that, if you are going to arrive early, find out from the casting director how early. So 10 to 15 minutes early should usually be okay. But try not to also arrive like 2 hours early, because that is also can be an inconvenience, because now it just means you're hanging around at the production office waiting for your audition, which might also present itself as a problem. If it has to do with that you're traveling from far, just check with the casting director that you will be arriving earlier or much earlier than expected. Last but not least, number 3, a no for me is asking for feedback straight after your audition. Now, there's a number of reasons why I wouldn't advise this. When you ask a casting director for feedback on your audition, chances are that the casting director is not going to get into your audition. Sometimes they may give out of their own some feedback and some direction while you're auditioning, but to start an entire dialogue or entire conversation just after your audition really is you not being cognizant of the time. And with casting directors and auditions, this time is always very important, okay? Because there's so many people that's still waiting to come audition. We have to go upload. There's a bunch of things happening. So when you ask for feedback, when you ask, do you think I stand a chance? Do you think I'll get this role? How many people have you seen? You're more than anything else wasting time, because a bunch of people still have to come into the audition room. But second to that, I don't think you'll also get the feedback that you're looking for. My advice would be that rather ask your agent to ask the casting director if they do have feedback. Usually feedback happens with the callbacks, because then it's a much smaller group as opposed to giving feedback to the first 20 or 30 people who audition for the first round of auditions. But rather ask your agent if it's possible that the casting director could give performance feedback, and this for me usually happens in the callbacks phase. So yeah, those are my top 3 no's for auditions. When you arrive an audition, always make sure you're prepared, or rather never be unprepared. Always be on time, so don't be late. And number 3, don't ask for feedback straight after your audition, or make a whole bunch of conversation with the casting director, because there's a bunch of people waiting. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with friends and family, because it might help someone. And subscribe. See you next time.